Welcome back, and thank you for signing up to this great 10-day course, absolutely free of charge. And we're going to teach you everything there is to know about real estate that you're going to need to know when you do sell your property. Today we're going to discuss how to find the value of the home and also all the costs involved with selling a property. So let's get started. There are three methods of determining the value of your home. The first one is a curbside appraisal. We've actually got one on our website where you put your address in and the computer will give you an idea of basically what your home's worth. They can be out by at least $100,000 because it's just comparing 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with a double garage with what's sold in the area recently. It doesn't take into account whether you've done a full renovation or whether your house is twice the size of the other ones that have sold, so they can be very inaccurate. The second one is getting a professional valuer around. Again, a good way to get a value of your home, but the professional valuers use the same material that a real estate agent uses to determine the value of your home also, which is basically relevant sales in the last 3 to 6 months within a half a kilometre radius of your property and looking at properties similar to yours that have sold. The third way is to get real estate agents in to give you an appraisal. Again, these might not always be accurate. Now, I did tell you that we're going to tell you the stuff that real estate agents don't want you to know. So what we're going to tell you here is about what's called buying the listing in real estate. So if you call 3 real estate agents round, I will guarantee you now that those real estate agents will do everything they can to get the price of the property out of you before they arrive for the appraisal. If they haven't got it over the phone when they've booked you in, then they'll ask you for it before they start discussing the price of your home, because a real estate agent does not want to tell you a price that's different to what you're hoping to achieve. Because in real estate and psychology, you as the seller, 90% of the time, if somebody tells you the home is worth $50,000 more than the other agent, you're generally going to go for the highest priced agent because you're already spending that money in your head. You're buying yourself a new caravan, a new boat, you're upgrading the car. That is not the best way to determine the price of your home. The best way is find an agent that will sit down with you on their computer or on paper form and go through all the recent sales, show you the pictures, show you the kitchen, show you the marketing, and say, what do you think about this property? Do you think it's comparable to yours? That's how you get a true real estate agent, and that is how you determine the price of your home correctly. And the other thing to do, go to open homes and look at what else is on the market. The next thing, go to realestate.com. Don't look at the for sale section, look at the sold section and look at the recent sales and go in and look at the photographs, because the for sale section is the owner's expectations and wants. The sold section is the reality of what a buyer was willing to pay for that property. So next up, we're going to talk about what costs are involved with selling your property, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, welcome back. So what does it actually cost to sell your property? So first of all, you've got the commission that you're going to pay to the agent and the agency. Now, before December 2014, all commissions were fixed, and it was 5% to the first 18,000 and 2.5% to the remainder. The Queensland government changed that because that fee didn't involve GST. So a lot of people were getting a shock when they come to pay their commission fee because it was 10% higher than they had evaluated for. So they changed it where commissions now have to be either a fixed price or a percentage of the sale price, including GST. Commissions are negotiable, but commissions are the same as everything. If you get a good real estate agent that can prove themselves and prove that they can put a marketing plan in place to get you the best possible dollar for your home, then they may be charging more, because best and less charge less than Myers, because if you buy from Myers, you're hoping the product is better. Same with real estate agents, you're hoping the service is better. But there is no fixed price on real estate, so feel free to negotiate with the agent and see if you can get it a little bit cheaper. Next of all, let's talk about the marketing. Marketing is not paid to the real estate company. It is paid into their trust accounts, and then they use that marketing money to pay off realestate.com, domain, the photographer, the guy that supplies the floor plan, whatever it is marketing that you've signed up for. It is illegal in Queensland for real estate agencies to actually make money from the marketing. Every cent that you pay to the agent should go and be spent on the marketing for your property. And if it's not spent, it should be returned to you at settlement. The next thing to talk about is your conveyancer fees. So you will need a conveyancer when you're selling unless you've got a legal background. You don't have to have one. There's no law to say you have to have one. And when you're selling, you're looking at between $800 and $1,000 for a conveyancer. People often ask me, how much stamp duty do I have to pay when I'm selling? Well, you don't. Only the buyer pays stamp duty. So you've got your conveyancing fees. Next, if you've still got a mortgage on the property, check with your bank before putting it on the market because you may have a mortgage discharge fee. I don't know how much that is because banks, building societies, depending who you're with, they all have different costs and associated with discharging the mortgage. But those are the only fees and charges that you should come up against when you're selling the property, apart from the cost of getting the property ready for sale. And we're going to talk about that one on the next video, what to spend money on and what not to spend money on to make sure that you achieve top dollar for your property. So let's just recap quickly. Commission to the agent, negotiable. Marketing fees, make sure that you're not being ripped off and make sure the agent explains to you why you need every single bit of marketing that they're suggesting. The next one is your conveyancer. Get your conveyancer lined up before you go to market because there may be some special conditions that's required in your contract that the agent's not going to know about. And basically, when it goes off to the conveyancer, it's then a legal document and it cannot be changed unless the buyer and seller both agree to that. Lastly, check with your bank about your mortgage discharge fees. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.